off. That would leave a sharp edge, and that's how they'd sharpen it. And they also would make things like meat forks. Yes, sir. No, that's a piece of metal. Got it?
Okay.
All right. That's just real heavy. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'll pass something else around. Wait a minute.
You're still back there.
Because we don't have a lot of time, and I want to do something to show you something. Okay? So if we mess around too much, we're in trouble. This is a meat fork. It's to be used for turning meat, turning stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Did you use stuff to make wheels and stuff? Like
Yeah, you could. You could. Use all kinds of stuff. These are parts of a barrel. They used to make wheels, too, right? Now, blacksmiths hit black iron and steel, black metal, right? And the word smith comes from a German word meaning smite, or to hit. So a blacksmith hits black metal. Can any of you think of another trade person that works with another kind of metal that they hit? Yes?
Mechanic?
Mechanic? No, let's try to get smith in there. Yes?
Engineer?
No? It's simpler. Blank smith. Who's wearing earrings? What color are they? Goldsmith. How about, yes?
Silversmith?
Silversmith. Yes.
Greensmith?
No? Yes. Yes. Well, they'd probably be a metalsmith. Yes. There can be coppersmiths. There can be bronzesmiths, okay?
Steelsmith?
Steelsmith is a blacksmith. Yes, sir. Coppersmith. Now, let's say that this was colonial times, and there'd be shops all over because you couldn't buy stuff in stores. You have to have it made for you, right? Because there weren't stores. Let's say your mom said to you this morning when you got up, I want you to go down, I want you to see Dave the blacksmith and ask him if he'd make me a hook, because I need a hook to hang clothes on. And when you see him, I'm not going to give you any money, because you're going to barter, or you're going to trade with Dave. And what'll happen is, I'll bake him a pie if he'll make me a hook, right? So you come down, you see me, and I'm not involved in it. You all know the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
No, well, this is it. Sometimes it's too cold, and that's like that piece of metal that you're passing around. I'm going to make you look at it. Can't do anything. Sometimes it gets too hot. Now I can get the temperature of this up to about 3,200 degrees. The steel will melt at 2,800. So if it gets too hot, it's going to melt. Sometimes it's just right. When it's just the right temperature, I can manipulate this like it's modeling clay. Now, I tell the temperature, I guess at it by experience. And that's why I pull it in and pull it out. And it's got to be certain temperatures of dull red to white hot. But I can't look in there. Because if I look in there, it's like looking in the sun. So that's why I'm pulling it out. When it's the right temperature, I bring it to my anvil, and I start to work whatever I need to work on, however I need to work on. My anvil's like my workbench. It's a pretty neat tool. Anvils were hundreds and hundreds of years old. Same design. Now what I did there was, I made the end of that into a spoon-like or spatula shape. Right? It's hot.
It just came out from the fire. It didn't start going back together.
Well, because it's cooling off. Because this is so hot, and the temperature here seems so cold to that, the difference in temperature, that it cools down pretty fast. It's also small material. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl that up. And that's going to be the very end of my hook. And it's going to be lumpy. Now, why would I want a lumpy end on the end of my hook? Yes. So you, what was the first thing you said? Not so much, yes.
So you can hold it?
No? Yes.
So your
Yes.
So you can hang it in the back?
No, no, yes.
So you can keep it, like, keep
Oh.
it on it so when you want to take it off. So it won't-
No, because we're going to hang this thing on the wall ultimately. This is the question. If I had a sharp hook, sharp point on a hook, and I'm going to hang this clothes on it, what happens? Yes.
Your clothes will fall off and
No, yes.
If it's one piece, it can stay on your face.
Yes.
On the rip?
It'll rip. Think about it. It's like hanging your coat in a fish hook. Think about that. Think about how many extra pies I'm going to get after that. Huh? So I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to put it back in and heat it up again. I'm going to come to the far side of my handle. All right? And I'm going to, because I used the near side, and I'm going to come to the far side and start that. I turn my air off because it helps me save fuel. Curl that up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just told you.
What? Somebody say something?
She
question?
said how did you do that?
Oh, I just curled it up because it works like modeling clay. Right? So when it gets hot, now I'm going to heat it up here, and I'm going to make a hook. Now, when I bring that out of the fire, right, this is a quench bucket or a slack tub. It's a tub full of water. I'm going to quench or cool what I just curled up. Then I'm going to come back, and that's going to be colder than the rest of the stuff, the rest of the material. And I'm going to be able to tap on that because it's colder, and I'm going to curl my hook around the horn of my hand. That's like little ash stuff that's popping out like popcorn.
Oh, that's how you make the hook. That's like an umbrella thing. Yeah, the handle. And the handle. You can make those.
Yes.
Do you use stuff like that to make canes and stuff?
You can, but if you want to make a cane, you'd have to have bigger material in this, and by the time you had a cane that you're standing on it, right, it's going to be pretty heavy. So you wouldn't use it for a cane. Okay. But you can do that. Anyway, I'm going to put a decorative twist right in here. I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to heat it up. And I bring it up. I bring it out. I'm going to come over to my vise. I'm going to put it in the vise. I'm going to take a wrench. It's a regular wrench. I added this extension. I'm going to twist it. When I twist it, you watch where the twist occurs. It'll occur between the vise and the wrench. Yes, sir?
Isn't that like at the bottom of a screw?
I can't. You know what?
He
Can't hear you.
Isn't that like the bottom of the screw? Doesn't it get like that?
The bottom of a what?
Screw.
Yes. Yes, it's
I-
going to be twisted like
It's
a
going to
screw.
twist it like the bottom of the screw.
Yes, yes, yes.
Dave, 5 minutes.
Okie doke. Let's see if we can pull this off, guys. Watch the stuff falls off. See it? Now that stuff is called scale. Basically, every time I heat this piece up, heat the metal up, I burn some of the surface area of it. So that comes off the scale. Now, I'll show you this real fast. See that twist?
yeah. Yeah.